Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Alex and you are watching BC Adventure. Today we're going to be looking at installing WPS Office on Unraid Docker. What is WPS Office, you might ask? Well, it is the free alternative to Microsoft Office with Microsoft Office compatibility, meaning any document or presentation that you've opened up and started in Microsoft Office can be opened in WPS and vice versa. Why this is important is because a lot of people are getting subscription fatigue, and it's important that we start finding some alternative resources for applications and programs that we may be able to use self-hosted or online. Of course, you know me, I prefer self-hosted, of course. But yeah, with that being said, WPS is free, and I see that they've added some AI tools, meaning that it's a little bit more in line with how everything else is going, although some would argue, you know, we don't need AI in everything. We really don't. I just want to address that, yes, I have been MIA for the last 2 weeks. There has been quite a bit going on, so I will leave a marker so you can jump ahead past all my yapping if you don't want to hear what's been going on and just want to jump right over to the installation of WPS. So, for those in my Discord, I did give you a little update the other day for what I've been doing, what I've been up to. But that's just one of the things in the last 2 weeks that's been going on. So I had to make a little list to make sure I'm staying on track here. So the first thing, the budget build server. I have had absolutely zero interest in anybody wanting it. So I don't really know what to do with it. It's too old to donate to the school. I did reach out and ask if they did want it, and they just weren't interested, and that's fair. They, you know, they get a lot of government surplus, you know, out of like our government offices. Those workstations are often pretty good, so when students want to do a project, they can actually access those resources internally. So they don't really need any donations, and if they did want donations, they'd want something that's, you know, more current, which is understandable. They want kids to be learning on relevant tools so that, you know, they have the best start after school. Next thing, actually, you know what, I was gonna say, if Gabe from Save It for Parts wants this server, what I could do is take everything out of the case and ship it to him. I think this would be actually a really good resource for Gabe and the Save It for Parts channel, because he could deploy virtual machines on the server versus having you know, a bunch of you know, older devices, and it would be centralized, meaning, you know, one computer, he can deploy multiple virtual machines for all his different SAT stuff, and you know, have one central place to gather all his information. But I will leave that up to him. I will reach out and see if he has any interest, and if so, then I would love to ship that off to him and see it have a future. I also love the Save It for Parts channel. Gabe has been such an inspiration for me to jump out of my comfort zone and try new things, and for that, Gabe, I thank you, and thank you for the hours of entertainment and education. I really appreciate it, and you are one of the reasons why I started getting into YouTube myself, so thank you and keep up the awesome work. Second thing, I've been working on the Jellyfin review. However, I hate it. Absolutely hate Jellyfin. Not interested in using it. Not interested in deploying it for my family or friends. And I just don't like it. I used it for the last 2 months now. Whenever I'm watching something, my server is just screaming, and I don't think the transcoding is there. I don't think the I just don't think it has the support that MB or Plex do, and yeah, it's really frustrating. And then also with Plex, I don't know what the hell is going on with Plex, but I'm not happy about it. I had to actually start, okay, so about a week and a half ago, I noticed that new media wasn't being added to my Plex library. I confirmed it was there on the server, and yeah, it just wasn't populating on Plex. So what I did was I installed another instance of Plex, and I started searching my media, and sure enough, the files that were on my server that weren't showing up on my previous Plex instance were showing up on the new one. So what I did was I ended up deleting my database entirely, and I have to rebuild it. I don't have an option there. Nothing new was populating. So here I am rebuilding my Plex media server from scratch, and I canceled my Plex Pass because they upped it from $649 to $9.99 here in Canada. And like that, what that did for me was it took it from a monthly fee that I was paying to support a company that was giving me access to my own media in and outside of the house, to now paying a subscription fee. Like, it's no different from Netflix or YouTube Premium, Crave, you know, Hulu, HBO. Like, how many fucking subscriptions do I need? You broke the service, and then now you're charging me $3 more. Like, get fucked. I'm not paying it. Like, you just lost a customer, a customer who's been paying monthly for the better part of 8 years because you're being greedy. And what is this? You're charging me to transcode media on my own hardware? Get fucked. Like, if you can't tell, like, I am legitimately pissed off about this. So no, I'm not going to be paying for Plex Pass anymore. I will tailscale to my server and I will access it that way. Bottom line, I don't give a shit. I will hook up my friends with Tailscale on their network, use some VLANs to make sure they're not, you know, on stuff they shouldn't be, and figure this out so I'm not paying for it. And that's not what I wanted to come to based off my last video. I was supporting Plex. I thought Plex is a great software, and while I'm not interested in moving to Jellyfin, I'm just gonna find a workaround and not pay Plex any more of my money if they're gonna pull stupid shit like this. Like, I'm sorry, I need to pay you to transcode my own media? Yeah, no, that's not what I signed up for. It's my hardware, it's my media, and it's my bandwidth. Where do you get off thinking that you can charge me Netflix prices to watch my own media? So that's where I'm at with Plex. I'm not supporting a company that's actively screwing over a customer base that has supported them for years and years and years. Anyways, I'll leave that there. The next thing I'm working on, over the last few months, I have been working on a project called Safer Signal. What is Safer Signal? Well, Safer Signal is a form of medical ID card for nonverbal individuals, or those who may suffer from dementia, Alzheimer's, or for even children, you know, who get lost. So Safer Signal, what is this? Well, it is a RFID card that can be worn or affixed to a jacket, or, you know, just worn on a lanyard, put with the person's keys or what have you. And what it does is, if the person becomes lost, disorientated, confused, you know, maybe becomes injured, cell phones are a great resource. However, some people don't know how to, you know, access the medical features. You know, not everyone carries a cell phone, especially seniors. So what this is if a person is found wearing this or has this in their possession, a first responder or Good Samaritan can just tap it to their phone or scan the QR code on here. And what that does is it brings them to a secure form that they have to fill out. And once they fill it out, put their name, an email address or phone number, and then submit it, it brings up the relevant information for the person who they're trying to assist. So it'll have their name, it'll have where they reside, it'll have a family contact number as well as a name for them. And what it does when you fill the form out, and I'm still working on it, is it'll actually grab the geolocation, so where the GPS coordinates of where that person is. And from there, it'll actually email the family of the lost one, letting them know, like, hey, we found your loved one. This is where they are, you know, this is the person who has them. And so that portion of the system is actually working. I just haven't set up the geolocation yet, but I'm building it out, and I'm working with a social worker at one of the hospitals that I work at. And we're gonna start getting into the test phases soon, which is pretty cool. I'm really excited about this. Alzheimer's runs in my family, and I guess I wanted to maybe have a dignified way to hopefully not, but keep myself safe in the future if anything were to happen and I, you know, went wandering, or, you know, I have a loved one who went wandering. So that is the motivation behind Safer Signal. The website is up, so if you go to safersignal.ca, you can actually test a demo out of the card, or you can actually just scan this QR code and you can try it out yourself if you like. So yeah, if you go over to safersignal.ca, you can join the wait list if you or a loved one, if you or a family member has a loved one that may benefit from a product like this. Speaking of subscription fatigue, no subscription for this. It's going to be a one-time cost of $40, and that's it. That's it, $40. It's affordable, it's safe, it's secure. It's dead simple to use, and to show you that, basically here, actually let me bring up my phone and I'll show you how easy it is to use. Gotta lock my, oh, will it actually let me do it? Let's see. Let's see. No, it won't. No, that sucks. I thought it would show, but it doesn't. But on the screen there, you can see website NFC tag here. Let me switch back over to main camera, and I will show you what happens. So, if you found a person, all you have to do is just touch your phone, and there you go. It's gonna open up the website, and it will bring you to this page here. What's going on? There we go. So it'll bring you to this page here, and then you fill this out, and then once that's filled out, it will take you to the medical information for the person. So just like that. So that's something I've been working on. I'm really passionate about it. It's been really interesting to get feedback, and so yes, been working with a social worker, and my next step is to reach out to a community relations police officer in my local hometown, and I'm going to sit down with them, present the project, get any feedback. And one of the things that I am looking at doing is building a law enforcement or first responder dashboard that would maybe offer some more details, like previous times they've been found where, you know, see if we can maybe identify some patterns to help caregivers, you know, better support their clients or their family members. So yes, that is something that I've been working on. What else? Okay, so next thing is work. As many of you know, I do work as a supervisor in the staffing department, and we take care of all the staffing for local hospitals here on Vancouver Island, or the South Island. I'm feeling pretty burnt out from the job. I'm really liking my timekeeping position, and I'm feeling that I would like to focus on that more. I don't know a lot of the people that are working in the staffing department anymore, so I kind of feel alone and not supported by my current peers and the management that I'm working with. I've been struggling with that. So I'm looking at removing myself from my position and just focusing on timekeeping and payroll. But that's more of an internal struggle and something that I just thought I wanted to share, since, I haven't open about my work in the past. And then last but not least, I've been feeling pretty burnt out. Nothing to do with the channel or YouTube or anything like that, but with life. And not like in a depressing state or anything like that. I'm just I'm overextended, and I've kind of put too many eggs in one basket. We've got end of school year for 4 kids, and it's hectic, and there's lots going on, a lot of volunteering, a lot of end of year stuff that needs to be caught up on for the kids. And as a father of 5 and a husband, and someone who works for the government in healthcare, running a YouTube channel, it's a lot, and I need to do better myself at time management. So and that's part of the problem with me not having any time to release a video in 2 weeks, which is not like me. So okay, well, with all that said, I did not expect that to take 18 minutes, but with all that said, let's jump back over to Unraid and let's get WPS installed. So close that camera. Oops, excuse me. So yeah, we'll get WPS Office installed. So fairly simple installation. We're just gonna go to the Unraid apps page, and right now it's a second trending app on the Unraid App Store. But if you just search for WPS Office, it'll pop up. And I'm using the Linux server repository. So I'm going to use the latest template. And right off the bat, I know that these 2 ports are being utilized by another Docker. So I do want to change that. I just need to find an IP that is free. So just 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna set this to a BR0 and 192.168.1 dot, and I'm gonna go with 2.8. Now, make sure if you're setting a custom IP that you're making sure you are picking a free IP address. So that's all we need to change or set up for this Docker. Now, you may not need to set a custom IP address. You may not have ports 3000 and 3001 utilized, but I do. So that's why I've gone ahead and set a custom IP. After that, we are actually, let me check custom settings here. Okay. So if you don't want your documents stored in your app data folder, you can just add another path, and that'll give the WPS instance access to an additional folder on your Unraid. So if you don't want to save to your app data folder, which I don't recommend, you can add another path right here, and you can set a custom path. So if I wanted to call this documents, and then I set the path name to documents. Host path, I would say set to Alex, and then the default value, I'm just going to leave that blank, and then just set that to add. And now we have a custom path added to our instance. All right, so from there, we're just going to click apply, and we're going to let this go ahead and download. And then once this is finished, we will jump right back into the installation. And it's actually a fairly hefty one. It's about 1.5 gigs. So we're going to go ahead and let this do its thing. It's going to take a little bit. And then once it's done, we will jump right back in. All right, so that's all finished up. Well, it looks like my image file's getting big. Let's go up and peek at that. So yeah, it is getting up there. All right, let's head on over to Docker. And just gonna quickly have a look at the logs. And are we good to go? Let's find out. Yes, we are good to go. Okay, so wow, okay, this looks like it's all right, so here we can see that the documents folder that I added is in fact here. So let's look at creating a new document. Here we go. All right, it is just like Word. The menu or up here actually looks quite similar. We can export to PDF, we can export as a picture. Oh, we can even print. How do we add printers? Options. Print. How do you add a printer? That's weird. Okay. Well, I mean, you could just save to PDF or Word, or like a Word document, and you could just print from your computer. But yeah, I mean, oh, it has forms too. You can protect it. Okay. Word art. Quick parts. Okay, so yeah, it's essentially exactly like Word. Okay. What's new from? Document, Excel, presentation. Okay, so that is how you can make an Excel sheet or a presentation. Wow, this is pretty cool. All right. Okay, well, I mean, this was a lot simpler than I anticipated. Oh, we got some apps down here. Presentation, spreadsheets, PDF, Chromium, and File Manager. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we got WPS Writer. We got the presentation. We got spreadsheets. We got WPS PDF. And we have a browser built into this. Wow, that's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna leave this. I think I'm gonna leave this installed. I think this is pretty cool. Okay, so really, I mean, this only took like 6 or 7 minutes to get installed. It's that simple. Yeah. All right, well, I mean, I truly thought that this would take a few more minutes, but I guess not. So I will end the video here. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of updates that I gave and explanation as to why I've kind of been MIA for the last 2 weeks. I've also been getting back into Lego. I've been finding it a extremely calming activity for me, you know, and I actually built the Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan, and it took about 2 hours, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I just broke it. Oh no. Let's get that back on. But yeah, I just broke it. Oh man. Anyways, there we go. Back on. But yeah, I did record the video and edited it and everything, but I don't really know where to post it. So anyways, with that, don't forget to check out safersignal.ca. Give the project a try. If you or anyone you know has a family member suffering with dementia or Alzheimer's, or is possibly nonverbal, I would love to get some of these test cards out. But yeah, anyways, I won't keep you guys anymore. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the likes, comments, and views. I appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to join the Discord server, and let me know down in the comments if there's anything else you would like to see, or any other tutorials you would like done. So with that, I will let you go. Take it easy, everyone, and I will catch you in the next one.